Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to CC Media, where it's all about Nintendo. This is probably going to be a pretty casual video because I recently had the chance to play Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube again. I hadn't played the game in a long time, and so this was a pretty fresh experience for me, and I was reminded of how amazing it really is. There's so many awesome aspects and elements of this game, and I really just wanted to make a video talking about them. So that's exactly what this video is going to be, me talking about why I love Luigi's Mansion. Hopefully, if you played the game before, you'll be able to understand and I guess relate to a lot of these, and if you haven't played the game before, I hope this video will make you want to play the game because it is an awesome game, and I highly suggest if you haven't played it, turn this video off and go play it right now. So yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So when I was about 6 years old, I was staying at this hotel with my family, and for some reason it had a GameCube in it, so I was like, okay, let's give this a shot. So I browsed through the game selection, looked through all the boxes, and I immediately started playing the first one I saw that had a Mario character on it, because at the time that was pretty much the only Nintendo franchise I was very familiar with. And that game was none other than Luigi's Mansion. Little did I know that this game was pretty much unlike any other Mario game that I had ever played, or just in general. So I took the disc out of the box, casually plopped it in the GameCube, turned the TV on, and holy yeah, that was my immediate thought. I think it's safe to say I wasn't expecting such a dark and ominous tone, and especially for my little 6-year-old self, I was honestly pretty terrified. And although the game doesn't actually, it doesn't have any scary visuals or characters, in other words, there weren't any ghosts that actually looked scary, but still the vibe and tone of the game was just eerie enough to just freak me out at the time. So anyways, after that experience, I did not pick up Luigi's Mansion again. What's funny though is that I actually played Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for the 3DS right when it came out, and I honestly thoroughly enjoyed it, but I still noticed its flaws. You know, even after playing Luigi's Mansion when I was younger, the original Luigi's Mansion, for such a tiny amount, I think I only got to that room on the floor above the lobby where there's the paintings or the pictures on the wall of the ghosts and they start talking to you. That's when I was freaked out most. Anyways, that's how far I got in the game, so I didn't even play much of the original Luigi's Mansion. I think I probably took on only a couple ghosts, but I still recognize the more mission-based structure that Dark Moon had compared to the original, and honestly I knew that wasn't the way it should have been. But this video isn't to talk about the problems of Dark Moon. I can make a whole other video on that, but the point is, even though I was terrified out of my mind of the original Luigi's Mansion, somewhere deep inside of me, despite all the fear, I still recognized what was so great about the original game. So, like I said, I wanted to make this video talking about why I love Luigi's Mansion so much, because there are so many special things about this game that I recently discovered after playing it a full playthrough for the first time, not being completely terrified out of my mind. First, let's talk about the atmosphere. That's probably the biggest thing about this game that I love so much. I know I've talked about how much it scared me as a kid, but looking back, that's honestly a big reason behind what makes this game so great. There's something about the vibe and the tone of this game that gives it a very distinct feel. In fact, I haven't played a Nintendo game in years that's captured the same level of atmosphere that this does. The closest game with a great atmosphere I've played recently is probably Breath of the Wild, for reasons you probably already know if you've ever played it. The openness, the peaceful, the mysteriousness, I don't even know if that's a word, but anyways, Breath of the Wild had a great atmosphere, so that's probably, that was probably the last game I played before trying out Luigi's Mansion for real, that had a really good atmosphere. And the vibe in Luigi's Mansion, it's not even scary, at least not anymore, but it's more along the lines of just kind of eerie and almost uncomfortable, but it's okay because, I don't know, it works. And the lighting in this game especially adds to it. The game is beautiful in its own way, and it shows off the GameCube's graphical capabilities really well. Additionally, the character designs were extremely memorable. This is mostly thanks to the portrait ghosts, which unfortunately didn't end up in Dark Moon. And there's another issue about Dark Moon. But as I was saying, the portrait ghosts, they served as a neat way to find ghosts of all different shapes, sizes, designs, hobbies, characteristics, everything from playing hide and seek with the ghost toddlers to conducting a musical tune for the ghost pianist, or even to sucking up Mr. Luggs' food and making him angry. The portrait ghosts are both hilarious and unnerving at times. But it's the perfect mixture, and this game, like I said before, it does it in a way to where it never feels weird. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that Luigi's in it, or maybe it's the fact that Nintendo made it, and it still kind of has that Nintendo charm, even though it is pretty dark and kind of slow. And honestly, I couldn't really see Nintendo doing something like this again. maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't want to, make people angry. I don't want to make myself angry. But something about this game, it seems like it was so special in a sense that no game could ever truly capture why this game is so special. It's a complicated concept. Basically, Luigi's Mansion is great. Let's get back to the video. Also, I know some people don't like how the game is short, and I totally understand that, but personally, I actually think that's really great. In my opinion, this isn't the type of experience that you could do for dozens of hours. It's the perfect length where it still feels fresh and exciting the entire way through, and going back through and playing it again will allow you to find and catch even more because there's so much packed into this mansion. Also, the fact that it's relatively short to me just makes the game feel more well-rounded. If it lasted forever, it wouldn't feel like such a complete package in a way. Games like Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey can have hundreds of hours of content, and it works for those types of games. It works really well, actually. But for a game like Luigi's Mansion with such a unique gameplay style and setting, especially for Nintendo and especially for a Mario character, it feels perfect to have it be more of a short and sweet experience, that it's kind of wrapped up into a nice 7-ish hour package, give or take. Who would have thought I'd be making a video talking about how much I love a launch title from 2001 for one of Nintendo's least selling consoles, especially in a time like today with plenty of other things that are exciting happening at Nintendo. But I don't know, I just love this game and I needed to talk about it. Giving it a fair shot the other day showed me just how special of an experience it really is, and it made me even more excited and hopeful, but also equally skeptical for the next Luigi's Mansion on Nintendo Switch, which is currently, I think, just titled Luigi's Mansion 3. That might change over time, though. So to close this out, I just want to say Luigi's Mansion is a masterpiece of a game, and that's not coming from the hype of having played it recently. In fact, I haven't picked it up again in a good probably week and a half or 2 weeks. So it's not like I'm really hyped right now and I'm gonna kind of take myself back after I think more about it. No, this game, having thought about it, this game really is amazing, and it is, to me, it's a masterpiece of a game. And if you haven't tried it out, I strongly suggest finding your biggest TV, your quietest room, and playing this game at night with all the lights out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, for listening to me talk about my story with Luigi's Mansion, along with why I love it so much. Stay tuned to CC Media for more Nintendo-related content just like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.